National Politics Department, University of Belgrade. I like to stand next to the speaker point because this thing annoys me for some reason. I don't know. So I noticed that refugees were coming in numerous numbers in Belgrade, and I thought no one is helping them. So I tried to go there and just see what's happening, like kids, stuff like that. I met some nice people, connected with many, and we started giving out apples at the beginning. And it was really fun and interesting. This is my friend who was studying with me. People were happy because you were, as he said, you were giving them things, and they're happy because you're kind of caring for them. And some of them started asking me, can you sit for a while with me and just talk with me? And I was like, oh, I would really like to do that, but I need to give out the rest of the apples. So it was really annoying to me not to try to connect with them. Like, for example, this girl walking around on her own playground in the park of Belgrade, like disconnected from the world, global politics, politicians and everything. You can't blame her for anything. And then again, she's playing in the mud all alone, carrying some kind of bag instead of a toy. Totally disconnected. I tried to reach, to connect with them, to make a friend with the refugees. It's amazing. When you meet them, you realize they're so open to talk to you. They're so open to share what happened to them on the journey. And if you're willing to listen to them, you can find so many amazing things, so many wise things you can hear, and so many inspirational stories. So this is the picture of Belgrade these days, because I changed that thing. I started not to care about giving apples to everyone, because many people are doing that. And we have less refugees today. Okay, giving apples is nice because you're hungry. That's a primary thing to make them, to feed them. But then again, the important thing is like social life too. And to try to reach to them, to make them feel comfortable and welcome here. And you can see faces smiling in this picture, enjoying the drum dance, which is interesting. That's the first point in their journey from Afghanistan, Syria, or Iraq to Pakistan, whatever the country is in question, to here. It's the first point where they can actually relax and dance. And that's amazing. After being in a trip for 3 months or maybe more, it depends, are you having been in some prisons during the journey, to have a moment just to relax with your friends. Or, I mean, many of them have been traveling all alone. Like, you see a kid 15 years old starting his journey alone. Like, he's a boy. And then again, he meets friends along the way, like 28-year-old man, sees him traveling alone. He says, like, I'm going to start taking care of him. So they meet some friends. That's like friends in trouble. That's not like from the beginning. That's not from the beginning of the journey. They meet them in Turkey. In Iran, they have to travel alone. I'm going to tell you a story about Iran. They're using people smugglers, and how they travel is in a car. They put them 16 or 17 in one car. That means 7 to 8 people in the trunk. After surviving all of that, and getting here, seeing them smile like that, that's amazing for me. So I tried, as I told you, to connect to them, to make friends with them. And you can see this guy on the left side, on your right side. He's trying to be like a magic man. Yeah. I started bringing volleyballs and jump to the park, and then they make magic. You can't even believe it. Some people who stay in Belgrade when they come first day, they're like, oh, volleyball, okay, great, let's play some volleyball. And then if they stay for a night in Belgrade, next day they see me, they just start running towards me, where are the volleyballs? So if I'm not carrying any, that's a big disappointment, but I always try to have them. So yeah, this guy has been here for 3 months, something like that. He's from Pakistan. Europe has now closed border for Pakistani people, but I've heard stories about Pakistan. I don't think that's like legitimate because you have so many people who are target killers there, who are trying to like. If you're a stranger in Pakistan, like if I go there to work in Pakistan, I can't walk on the street alone because it's very dangerous. I can be killed easily. So imagine living in that environment. He has been a refugee for 12 years. So Pakistan problem has not arrived like yesterday, but long ago. He has been living in Greece for 10 years. He wasn't able to get papers, and then he moved to Belgrade. He speaks numerous languages: English, Greek language, Urdu, Bangladesh, Punjabi, and some others. Okay, I want to tell you a story about this guy. It's an amazing story because it shows how different cultures can like fight with each other, but then in a good way. I met this guy. He can only say a few words in English, like very simple words. My name is and stuff like that. I can't remember his because it's very complicated for me to remember. But he tried to teach me some words. And I keep wondering, even this day, what makes a man, like a grown-up man, he's probably my age, 24 or 25, what makes a grown man to teach you this sentence? Zata Saraminaku. Zata Saraminaku in Pashto means, I love you. What makes a grown man to come to other country and tell you, I love you in his language, and then teach you how to say that? I use the same words to tell the same sentence to other refugees. Last night, when they came to the park, one of them was like maybe 15 years old. Because they have, one thing about refugees, they have lost their childhood. And now you can see a 50 years old man playing with bubbles there and being happy. So that kid, 15 years old, came there because many of them tried to teach me some words in Pashto. For example, I told them I need to go home, so they told me Zima Kurta, which means I want to go home. One of them was like, oh, he can say I love you, please say that. So I was like, Zata Saraminaku. And the guy started jumping like this. Like he's so happy, like that childhood happiness, which is amazing. So if you share that experience with them, it's so unique. You can't find it anywhere. And I want to tell you one more story, and I'm not going to take any more time for you. This speech wouldn't be over wouldn't be complete if I wouldn't say anything about this guy. He was a professional football player in Afghanistan, playing defense, fullback on the left side. He was one of the best because he was playing for the first league, Premier League of Afghanistan. And probably in Afghanistan, if you are a successful man, if you do acting, if you do football, if you do anything, even your friends are jealous of you. But the question you get from Daesh is ISIS in Afghanistan, or from Taliban is, why are you a football player? Simple, naive question which takes an answer. If you continue to be a football player, you're not going to be alive anymore. And then he had to flee Afghanistan. He told me that all of his family was around, all of his friends and family was around him, crying, like everyone was crying, which is very, very sad story. Then he arrived here. He asked me to wait for him with the bus. I did that. We talked about a bunch of stuff. And he was so happy. When he arrived to Germany, he told me, if you need anything, like if there is anything I can do for you, while you are alive, I'll do whatever I can. And one more thing about him, he was carrying his shoes that he used to play with in Afghanistan, and he asked me do I want to take them as a present. I didn't take them because I would feel very bad having them, because he was traveling with them along the way. He reached Serbia, now he shouldn't give them away, he should keep them for life. Thank you for that.